no brainer. Yes.
So, you say if you earn the right to include on the filing sheet, if you won't discuss with them, then technically you have the right to put it on a filing sheet. So it's
Exactly
surprise
right.
at that point, right?
That's right. Right, so back in the explore step, you've got to earn the right to present options. And you earn the right by having a conversation. That's it. Not by selling it to them, not by getting their agreement to saying, oh yeah, I definitely want options about that. That's not, we're not going that deep. Okay, we're just starting a conversation about it. Johnny has asthma, that's good enough. Right, do I want solutions for the asthma? I don't need to get into that at that point. I just need to understand what's happening so I can then pair solutions to it. And then let them decide. Right, so. Good clarifications. In your opinion, what is the advantage of verbally reading the warranty and investment to the customer? So that they hear and know it. Okay? Sure.
They feel more secure about the service.
Say again?
They feel more secure about the service being provided.
They feel more secure about it? What makes them feel more secure about it?
The warranty, knowing the company's going to be there.
Okay. Okay, all right, thank you. What do you have?
I was just gonna say aloud, when you say it, you know right then exactly when they're like receiving information, so you can see how they respond to it.
Okay.
Tell them the price and, by the body language.
Okay. Yes, sir. Sure, there may be some body language from them that gives you an indication of where they're at with respect to that.
And the word investment, to me, sounds like they're not wasting their money. They're basically.
Right. Right. So now they're not wasting their money. Yes.
I think that by reading the warranty, you're building more to the value. And then if you did include a payment on that, you're also kind of showing them how they can do that and making it affordable.
Right. Right. And how impactful, or what's the impact of your particular belief in the price at that moment when you're saying it?
Important.
So now think about this for a moment, because this is it. This is where this one really matters. The advantage of saying it verbally is that I have complete confidence in my prices. And that then gets communicated, which by them reading it by themselves doesn't get communicated. Did you get that? So, and you can see to do that option, it's going to be $10,180, and you got a 1-year warranty with that. Right? Like no change in voice, intonation, no pace difference, no, none of that. Just complete confidence in the price. What does that say about the price? That it's the right price. 90% of price objections don't originate with customers, they originate with technicians. Right? So what is the advantage of saying it out loud? Is it gives me the opportunity to work on my communication and my belief around that price. If you're resisting saying it out loud, I want you to check internally and see where that's coming from. Why is it that you're resisting? Probably somewhere connected to, I don't think it's worth it. And when I say I don't think it's worth it, I really mean I don't think I'm worth it. So there's that's a big piece right there. Just get that. So highlight that one or put a circle around it or something and just get that. That saying it out loud is good for you. And when it's good for you, it's good for them. Your confidence gets translated in voice, and that's picked up by the customer to get that. What keyword or phrase should you use as you spin it towards the customer?
Imagine.
Imagine was number one as you're linking it. It's a good
Start
today. Yes, today is the key word or phrase. Get started today, or today in some way, shape, or other. Which one of these you want to get started on today? And what you do is then review the options. Zip it. Be quiet. Shut up.
It says in the sheet here to ask for business as you're turning the summary of options.
Yes.
Same thing then?
What is asking for the business? Well, how did I do that when we did this? Where's asking for the business here?
What do you want me to get started on today?
Right. I'm going to go ahead and let you review those options and let me know which one of those does the most, or which you want to get started on today. And that's my closing on that. Right? And then if they come back to me without a clear answer to that, now I'm going to answer questions. So I'm going to stay in them, I'm going to stay present to it and answer those questions. We'll get to that in a moment. Flip over and join me, and let's kind of scan through I'll walk you through this. Let's walk through the curbside form. So bundled options, this is what we did first. We went back to the explore step, you wrote down your options. You do this in the real world at your truck or at the kitchen table, right? You're gonna build those options. Thank the customer, present a positive image of company itself, explain the benefits of upfront pricing, deflate the balloon. All of this is that page that said, this is deflate the balloon. Thank you, we're awesome, pricing today. Okay? You hit those 4 points and you covered all of that stuff. Reviewed the options using customer language, link it, using the word imagine. Okay? Verbally read the warranty and options, say it. Ask for the business, spin it, and then zip it. Remain silent while they review the options. And then effectively answered questions. Those 3 words we're going to spend some time on today. But not before we practice the rest. In a moment, you and your learning partner are going to get together. And you're going to sell them your options. The ones you prepared back in the Explore step. Okay, so you're going to need to find those. And you're going to do it using this exact methodology. So you're going to sit down with them and you're going to say, all right, Fred, thank you for the opportunity to come out and do this with you today. I know that you have other companies to choose from, and it means the world to me that I get the chance to be here today. As I said, I want to provide a 5-star service. I'm working with Best. I know that I have the support from my management to just take care of you no matter what it takes. That gives me a really good sense of confidence. I want you to know that our pricing comes from a book. I didn't invent it. I don't get to fix it, change it in any way. And what's really cool about that is it's not based on how much time it takes me. So that means I can do my work, check my work, clean up after myself, and do a really great job. And you're not watching the clock in that line. All right, so I've got 4 options prepared for you here today. I'm going to go over those options with you, and they're all great options. I'd be proud to do any one of them for you today. Let me know which one of those does the most or which you want to get accomplished. All right. All right. So option number 1 you can see is this. And I want you to imagine, because we talked about these things going on in your home, I want you to imagine this is what we're putting in your home. And you're going to have the system that's going to do all of these amazing things, and it's going to just make your world wonderful. I'm skipping the details of this stuff, so you can just import your own trade in there and just build that story around it. Okay? Okay, so that's option number 1. You can see that option is going to be $11,412. And it comes with a 1-year warranty. All right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a chance to go through the rest of those options. Let me know which one of those accomplishes the most of what you want to get done today. And we'll take it from there. And that's it. Okay, so we're not going to wait. Don't worry about handling what happens next. That's the objections part. We're going to get into effectively answering questions. I just want us to get to the point of delivering those options.
So I'm gonna do this mention one, initially the highest one.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned option B and left everything else.
I went to a plumbing or electrical scenario, so I read option 1 and then I passed it across. If I was doing HVAC, I would do A and B. I would have explained A and B before I gave it to you. Yeah. That makes sense? HVAC, are we clear on that? That you're doing A and B? Plumbing and electrical, you're only dealing with option 1. Yes, sir.
Does it matter the order?
It doesn't matter the order so much. I start with A because that makes sense, makes logical sense, right? Start with A, and then that's the immediate repair, and then you can, it's so simple, right? So the reason I'm here, you said that your air conditioner's dead, we found out why, and I'm gonna fix that thing, and it's gonna be this much. Okay. That part's gonna come with a 30-day warranty. Now that's the weakest link in the chain. This is where I'm having that conversation. So we found the weakest link, and we're gonna replace that. What we don't know are what are the rest of the weakest, which link is gonna break next. So I've gone ahead and identified all the other weak links, and in option B, we're able to now address all of those weak links, as well as deal with the air purification that we talked about, the new thermostat, the Wi-Fi control, and all that. Right? That make sense? Yeah. System was my answers. Okay, so we're practicing the present step all the way up to effectively answering questions. Once we've got it turned across and we pass it to our customer, for the sake of the practice, Fred's going to say, yeah, let's go with option 2, and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Okay? So your customer is a buyer in this round of practice. This is green. They're just going to point to the one they want, and they're going to buy it. And then we're going to escalate this, and we're going to get which one would you recommend? We're going to deal with all that stuff. Okay? Round 1, your customer is a buyer. You're the customer. You just pick one, and you say, that looks great. Let's do B. All right? Clear? Yes.
Say, for example, you go out there and the contactor and the capacitor is bad, and it's done damage to the compressor. Your option A is your immediate repair, which is the contactor and the capacitor.
Yep.
We know that adding a hard start kit is going to extend the life of that Okay? So that's also considered an enhancement. So where are you gonna put that? I'm just using that as an example.
That would live, where would that live? Option A or B?
B.
B. Option A is only what's required to get it running today. The bare minimum required. Okay?
Damn, alright.
Yeah, so gotta get our heads around that, because that's different than what it's been taught in the past, Steve.
Had a tech call me the other day, had the same situation. It was just a capacitor, but he was reading some high amps on the motor. It's a 5-year-old system on the compressor. So, in our professional opinion, we would say that there's already maybe been a little damage to that compressor, and by having a hard start kit now, that becomes part of the immediate repair. That becomes a necessary thing to have, right?
Yeah, that's.
All right, so, and so this is perhaps somewhere in the land of subjectivity. It's maybe not as cut and dried as we'd like it to be. That maybe in your opinion, the hard start kit is a required repair.
Okay.
Like, we've done damage to this thing now, so this is now we need to do this.
Okay, that's what I was on
Yeah, so if that's your opinion, what you gotta be able to do though is defend that, right? And say that, yeah, no, the reason is because that's what that's the right thing to do. And if it is, then it is. That's completely okay. I'm okay with that. Because there might be some situations where you caught it early enough and there isn't any major damage done, or nothing that you can detect based on what your evaluation has done today. And then that hard start kit would certainly not be a requirement to get it up and running again. Remember that option A, what's the bare minimum to get this thing safely up and running again? That's the language we're looking for. And again, the 6 o'clock news is parked in the corner. Is some expert going to come on TV and say, hard start kits? Nah, those aren't needed. That's just an add-on kit that somebody invented so that they could, like that just know that could happen, right? So just, if you're going to put it in there, be able to explain it to the customer and make sure that it's real. And it's just got to be real. And it feels to me like you feel like it's real, and that's good. Yeah, right. So then you can defend it, that's what's required. Okay, enough talking, time to get to work. In a moment, you're going to find your way to your learning partner, and you're going to present your options. Again, use the ones that you built back in that explore step on that summary of findings. Okay? So that's the first thing you're going to do is find your way back to that page, and then we're going to, bless you, we're going to go ahead and present options to our learning partner. Go ahead and find your learning